Wishes at the retirement pool on choice, containment, and intentions that ripple beyond their bubble. Dream retelling. We're with my former wife in a place that feels like Virginia or West Virginia, somewhere near where her father lives. He's at an outdoor hot tub spot, and my former wife asks how many places like this there are, since he's mentioned more than one. It sounds like there may be 2 or 3 similar locations near him. She's a little frustrated because he's thinking about moving again, and she feels like he should just stay put. One of her friends gently counters that it's his choice and that she doesn't need to worry herself over it. There's some discussion about the house he's considering, how it might be a bit large, and about him already settling into a bedroom arrangement with a woman who's older than him, possibly a relative, possibly sharing space in a way that feels ambiguous. We walk toward a retirement community with a pool out front. Looking back, there's a row of houses on an overhang. I mentioned to my former wife that I've been here before, and that I once noticed elderly people sitting quietly out front of their houses, just being there. I share how appealing that felt, how nice it can be to simply sit outside a home and watch the world. We cross a small bridge over the pool to reach the patio. I notice I'm carrying my yellow blanket. I suddenly worry I might lose it if I'm not careful. It's a childhood blanket, and I feel a little self-conscious about it, wondering if others will think it's just a towel. I place it on the table. There's a woman here who grants wishes. I wonder privately whether granting wishes takes a lot out of her. My former wife begins making her wish, but pauses to ask what was means, referring to the last name of the 2 thieves from Home Alone. She asks whether that would be a yes or no wish. I reply that it would be a short answer. Her new boyfriend glances at me as if checking whether my comment might irritate her, but it doesn't feel that way. It feels straightforward. When my former wife completes her wish, I realize I missed hearing it and ask what she wished for. She explains that she asked whether there is a weird girl for Nicholas, referencing Numbers 9. I'm thinking maybe the Book of Numbers, chapter 9 from the Bible. I feel touched that she used her wish on my behalf and thank her. She then remarks to the wish-granting woman that the world suddenly feels like it has fewer people in it. The wish-granter looks uneasy and starts explaining something about the nature of wishes. It feels as though we're inside a kind of bubble, separate from the rest of the world, or that timelines may have been temporarily misaligned and need reconciling afterward. I look out and see steamships approaching across the surrounding ocean. At first, it seems like they might be unmanned, drifting toward shore. Then I notice they're loaded with resources, propane tanks, cans of paint, supplies, almost as if they were sent to support us while we're here. At the last moment, a couple of ships collide, triggering a domino effect that wrecks many of them. A white 1950s-style car, reminiscent of an animated character like Doc, appears somewhere broken down. It starts talking and rebuking the situation, telling everyone to keep it down, as if trying to restore order or dignity amid the chaos. Vibrational interpretation. This dream explores intention, scope, and containment. The wish granter represents the power of focused intention, capable of reshaping circumstances but not without limits or side effects. Wishes appear to operate within a localized field, a bubble, where changes can be tested without immediately overwriting the larger world. This containment allows for personal recalibration before re-entry into shared reality. The yellow blanket symbolizes continuity and comfort carried through transitions. The self-consciousness around it highlights how vulnerability often accompanies authenticity, especially in communal or unfamiliar settings. The steamships loaded with resources suggest abundance arriving in response to intention. Their collision underscores a caution. When abundance moves without coordination or integration, it can destabilize itself. Timing and alignment matter as much as supply. Overall, the vibration here is about right-sized change, allowing intention to transform the self first, then letting that transformed presence ripple outward in a way the larger systems can absorb. DJ Dreamy Spin. The idea of someone making a wish on my behalf felt surprisingly moving. There was gratitude there, and curiosity too, about whether wishes change the world directly or change the person who then re-enters the world differently. The wish bubble idea stuck with me. Maybe we don't rewrite reality in one stroke. Maybe we're given protected spaces, dreams, retreats, liminal seasons, where intentions can take root without breaking everything else. The ship's crashing felt like a warning about excess force, even when the force is meant to help. And the old car rebuking the chaos felt like an ancestral voice saying, "Slow down, integrate, don't waste what's been given." Raising the vibration may be less about wishing harder and more about wishing wisely, letting change metabolize before releasing it back into the collective stream. Questions to raise your vibration. Where might intention be most effective when applied within a contained space rather than all at once? How can personal transformation be integrated gently so abundance doesn't arrive faster than it can be received?